Well, the government have presented their latest strategy as an early Christmas present as they break for the Christmas period. But as you unwrap the strategy, you see that it's very hollow, that it's empty, that it's lacking in specifics, and it's deeply disappointing. This is the seventh time that this government has produced a strategy with growth figures for the Irish economy. On the six previous occasions, they have missed all of their targets, and there's nothing in this document that shows that this will be any different. Indeed, it's quite disappointing because they have taken the same approach in terms of the adjustments in the economy, which we've seen has been very unfair on those in low and middle incomes in the past, but also the fact that they aren't changing strategy in relation to stepping up the ante, looking for the retroactive recapitalisation of the money that the Irish people pumped into the banks, or using the money that's at their disposal to inject into the economy to help people get back to work. And I think the fact that the government's own projections show that just under 10% of people will be unemployed in 6 years' time is an indictment on this very government.
There's a promise of no more austerity after 2015. Do you believe it?
Well, again, this is all based on growth rates that have never materialised. This is the seventh plan that the government have produced with growth rates. All six have never materialised, and there's a reason for that. The reason is that we are carrying far too much debt that wasn't of our own making, and the government have failed to deliver on the game changer, to deliver on the seismic shift, to get that taken off our shoulders, but also that the government have failed to invest the money that it has at its disposal to try and get the domestic economy lifted, and also they have been placed the burden on the lowest income and the middle income groups, which has starved the domestic economy from the type of investment. So I would be deeply sceptical, as I was in the last six reports, that these projections will actually be fulfilled.
I think when it's an economy still in recovery and post-bailout, if there's anything more they could have said to the Irish people, though, realistically?
Well, I think what the Irish people that I meet on a daily basis are demanding is, one, the 144,000 people that are in mortgage arrears of 90 days or more. I think they want more from their Taoiseach than the banks need to do a bit better, or from the Minister for Finance to say they were late starters. They want their elected politicians to stand up and say, this needs to be sorted out. We are the elected government of the Irish people, and we will not tolerate 144,000 people being in mortgage arrears while you twiddle your thumbs. There was no action, no promise, no hope from the government today in relation to that area. For those who have suffered under this government's austerity programme and the previous governments, there has been no let-up in this. Indeed, the Minister has again promised €2 billion of additional cuts next year. For many people, that is simply too much. They are holding on by their fingernails. Many people have given up hope and they've emigrated, and unfortunately this Christmas will see many families with empty chairs around the Christmas table. There hasn't been the investment that we need in the domestic economy for small and medium enterprises, and the government's approach has been too much focused on multinational companies, and that is the type of message that this government should have been given today. But unfortunately it is the same old policy, with the same hope that they had in the previous six strategies, that growth will materialise and everything will be okay. History has shown us over the last 3 years that that hasn't been the case.